Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley. What is it? An unboxing, a preview, definitely a showcase, kind of all lumped into one. And not only are you getting one case, but you're getting two. Matchbox is the theme. You're looking at these 8 pieces. That's because these are 2 cases, the final 2 cases, I believe, of Matchbox Moving Parts for 2020. Mattel sent both of these to me. They sent that basic, which I opened with the Bugatti, and you can see my shadows here. They also sent these as well, so I figured I'd open them up at the same time. We got G and we have H, so let's just get right to it and see what we've got. We're going to start with G, and I'm almost positive I know what's in here. I've seen some of these have shown up in other countries. Some of them actually have interesting stories from what I gather, and we'll try and get to it as we go. We're not only going to do the unboxing because there's only 8 models in each case. Oh, you know what? Let's get to the G in a little bit because I'm already seeing that there's some stuff here that I think would be worth seeing. Let's get to the H because I think this is going to be what you've already seen. Well, you'll see why I'm doing the H. Let's just do the H first. Opening them up. Let's see what I'm looking at. Yes. Okay. This is what I want to do. We're going to do the unboxing, and then we are going to, we'll even open up a couple of these models to look at it. Now, sorry for this, the sun is kind of descending here as I film this, so you can see 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 1 each, 1 each, 1 each, 1 each. Some of these you've already seen, some you haven't. In fact, all of these I think are out except for this one. So let's just get right to it. We have 2 of the 1962 Jeep Willys Wagon. I'll try and get the glare out of there. I apologize if you get that sharp glare of the sun. Let's just have a look at it. And you might say, I think we have seen this one before. If you're in Australia, you might say, I know I've seen this one before. So let me explain what this is. This is actually from last year. And I don't know exactly what happened and why, but there was a batch of moving parts. This was a new model, this green version of the Jeep Willys, and it somehow showed up in very small numbers in Australia and didn't show up anywhere else. So the Matchbox team saw that. I don't know exactly what the story is, where they went, if they were ever manufactured or whatever, but they wanted to make sure that those of us who didn't get it were able to, and that is why this is this is the H case, kind of a bonus case of models. So this is one of them. We'll open that up in just a little bit. Next one, also from that batch, is the 2016 or 18? I think this is the 2016 Chevy Camaro with the opening hood. I think it started in a kind of a maroon color. We've seen it in several versions since. Yeah, this one is of the same group, and it's that metal flake version in blue. We'll have a look at that as well. This one we'll get to in a second. I think this one was part of it too. I can't remember what was part and what wasn't, but I think this 1965 Volkswagen Type 3 Fastback was also part of that mix and was never seen anywhere. All I know is that they're out now, and so it's those 3. It's the Camaro, it's this VW. We'll open them up. And then there were a couple of others. Now this is, I think we have seen. This is the 1964 Pontiac Grand Prix, so I think they put it in there to fill in some space because we saw it in purple. Maybe this was part of this mix too. Maybe you guys can tell me if you've seen this one before. If not, here you've got it in blue. Didn't we see it in red in the Superfast? There's only one car from that mix that we haven't seen, and I'm wondering if it's a licensing thing because you may have seen this one before. This is the 2006 Ford Crown Victoria Police in Boone County Sheriff deco, and the actual car that was in that original mix that never came out was an NYPD deco. So I think that might be the only one that we may never see, unless it was released another time. Like I said, I am a little bit forgetful on what has been and what hasn't been released, but I do know that most of these weren't. Now they did, I think as an incentive, they're like, look, we can make up for those that you miss, and that's what those models are, but they're also put a brand new color in here, and that is this one. It is the 1983 Buick Riviera. This has been in maroon twice, right? And we're going to move this over here, and we'll move this here. I've got some pretty horrific lighting at this point, bright and shadowy. But let's just open this one up. By the way, if you want to know, this should be in Walmart, so there's that information. But let's open this one up and have a look at it. Obviously, all opening parts. These are the moving parts that are a little bit cheaper because they're not considered Matchbox Premium. They're still basically basic models. Oh, look at how terrible that lighting is. Let's move it. Just picked the wrong time of day to do it. There you go. I can move it up like, there you go. So now we have this version in white. I like the maroon, but I think this white one is really cool with this kind of silvery trim. I'm going to move this like that. The sun will decide what it wants to do. So there is that close-up of that model. Red interior, kind of a maroon interior with the opening doors, of course. So there's that one. That one looks really, really nice. Let's park it right there. And then we'll take a look. We've already looked at that one, so I'm just going to put that one to the side. I believe, and if I'm wrong, we've already looked at that one, so I'm going to put that one to the side. But let's take a look at the Camaro with opening metal hood. I'll kind of show it to you because this isn't premium, so they're not clean, or they're not doing any deco on that hood. But you can kind of see it. It's got the full detailing on the front and full detailing on the back. Looks nice with the 5-spoke wheels. It's a really nice casting, right? This is based on the convertible that they did. Here, should we just kind of move over a little bit so we can get this one in the sun? There we go. That's what you do with the makeshift stuff. So this is the H case. I'm assuming they would have gone through G, but they wanted to make sure that these models got to everybody. That is the Camaro. Let's look at the VW. So there's only one of these VWs in here. And again, if we have already seen it, I just cannot remember. Things get, you kind of move forward. This one has the opening doors. We'll go the other way. Isn't that the standard way we typically go? Looking good in that metal flake, kind of light blue. And kind of digging that one. Was it in red, I think, to start? You know, we've seen it in premium. I think this is maybe the third or fourth version of this casting. And it looks good in that metal flake blue. So there's that one. And then the final one is what ended up being what was officially the first release of the Jeep Willys wagon. But we've seen the maroon version and then just recently released in Superfast. We'll keep that one open with the opening doors. In blue, I believe, with kind of the chromey wheels, which looks kind of cool. This one I like in just plain green, especially with the front grille done and then just the rear portion and then the opening doors. So it's a really cool casting, and I know that there's some of you Matchbox collectors who want to grab everything and we're wondering how to get this one. Some of you actually ponied up, I think David Tilley ponied up a pretty penny to get this from Australia, but now it's going to be out now. But the NYPD, if it hasn't been released elsewhere, and I just don't think it has, maybe they have plans to redo it, that NYPD Crown Vic, yikes, if they don't do that, that's going to be worth a fortune, right? It's going to be a hard one to get. So that is the H case. Now let's take a look at the G case. There's some good stuff in here for sure. All right, let's move these over. Okay, one of them, a couple that we've already seen, so they do have some holdovers. We've already seen that one. That is the 2018 Range Rover Vogue SE in black. We've seen this one as well. It is the Divco milk truck, right? This one came with the Lamborghini. Have you guys been finding that Lamborghini? I've seen it a couple times. The Centenario opening parts. I know that there, if you look real closely, and it's hard to, maybe with the sun here we can. There is an interior with like some crates in it. I can see them from here, but I don't know if you guys can. Maybe you can. See behind the front seat there? So I think there's one that's an empty crate or an empty rear portion, and then the other one with the crates. So I don't know what other ones I have. I'll have to take a look at that one. All right, two of the other three, and this is what you want. You want the holdovers to be one. So Matchbox did this one right. Two of this beauty. Look at this one. 1982 Datsun 280ZX. We've seen this casting released a few times, and now here it is in the with the 5-spoke wheels. Kind of a throwback style deco on this one too, which they've been really having some fun with. There's the art. We'll open that one up for sure. Put that one off to the side. Look at this one. A lot of fans of this casting. It is the 1963 Chevy C10 Pickup in red. Looking really good. We'll put this one off to the side too. We'll open that one up. Released in blue to start, right, is the moving parts, and we have seen one premium. I think it was black, metal flake black, and now we have this red one, which looks nice. With the opening hood, we'll open that, and then this is the star. This is the star. How about this one? It is the 1955 Porsche 550 Spider. Isn't this the James Dean Porsche? Put that one off and you have a look at this one. Nice to see that this one is 2 per case. All 3 of these are all going to be popular. And this one is 2 per case as well. Really, really cool version. I think I've shown this in a preview. I'm not entirely sure if I have, because I did get a preview version of this one. I think I did photographs only. So we'll open that one up. All right, let's get this box out of the way and let's have a look at these beauties. All right, sun has cooperated. We're now fully in the sun. Let's save the Porsche for last. Let's go with the Z. So I think now that we're done with, we did the basics, with the Bugatti and the C8 Corvette. And I think this, with this moving parts and Superfast, I think this puts us at the end of the year for Matchbox. I still don't have some of the 9-pack models, but in terms of new castings with this Porsche out, I think we're good to go. So here is the Z. 1982 Datsun 280ZX, throwback to a classic Matchbox casting, metal opening door, so you get that nice click. Love that click. Reminds me of my youth. Detailing on the rear, and then you've got the hood done. This one looks really nice for a basic model. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love the color, love the wheels. The 5 spokes looks fantastic. So that one is a hit for sure for me. All right, let's have a look at the 63 Chevy C10 with the opening hood. Like this one too. Oops, bad toss. Try it with the opening hood first, see if it stays up. It does. Sun's offering some really nice lighting. Unless I block it. In red, you've got the embossed rear of the truck, which looks cool. There's a nice click. Now it's closed. Obviously, premium will always look better, but I've always kind of, I don't know. Matchbox Premium, it's a little different, right? It's maybe some 2-piece tires, maybe some more deco, but I don't know. There's just something about this model, just with the plastic wheels in its most simple form, that I really like. So I'm really, really digging that one. Let's let that one roll while we open up the Porsche. Oh, this is awesome. We'll start it with the engine open. That is the rear portion. You can see it's got the detailing on top. Does it have the, yeah, so it's got kind of a front and rear detailing. That's all it needs. Red interior. It's got the disc hub style wheels on it, which is their equivalent of like a Steely. Oh, look, if you look close, you can see that they've put into the base, you can see the pedals right there. The interior, the steering wheel leaves a little to be desired. That you tend to notice that on a convertible, but I think everything else about this model is really pretty. And they've even done the engine for a basic model. That's pretty good. Get that in focus. You can see the engine, and then they've even detailed the top of it too. So they've really gone all out on this car. Really nice silhouette on this one. Kind of a basic Porsche. There you go. You guys tell me what you think. So 2, I'm assuming since Matchbox sent these at the same time, there's a very good chance that you'll see these released the same time at your local Walmart. I think Smith's has these. Can't remember if Target. Yeah, Target does. I think Target carries these. So yeah, keep your eyes open for these to hit very, very soon. The G case and then this bonus H case with these models that were supposed to be released last year and never were. So they've made up for it. You guys can stay complete. I'm going to say the Porsche is my favorite, but I like everything from this mix between the Porsche, the Z, and the and the C10. I'm digging all of them. All right, guys. You guys tell me what you think. Thanks, everybody. Bye.